Welcome to Degenerate Nation Podcast. I'm here with longtime listener, first-time guest, Ricky Tomahawk, who promised not to say faggot on our show.
I didn't promise.
And you
I can't promise it.
Okay, well, hopefully it doesn't come up.
We'll see.
What do you got? What's going on in your life, Ricky?
Well, as the only known subscriber to the program, you've pretty much given me the opportunity to do whatever I want and come on to this podcast and maybe give it some class.
Class it up?
Try and class it up. We'll see. I mean, it's mostly been dick jokes, fart jokes, and poop jokes, which is great. Really.
Yeah, thank you.
In fact, I think I can add a bit to the poop.
You're going to build upon the poop?
I'd like to build a pyramid of poop, if I could.
A poop pyramid?
A poop pyramid. Maybe spin a couple yarns about poops we've taken lately.
Yes. Okay. I'm absolutely on board for that. I actually shat blood the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I got some blood on the stool. The last bit of it was blood, and then when I went to wipe, it was all blood. So I didn't technically poop blood per se, but I definitely wiped blood.
I'm by no means a doctor, but I would recommend possibly getting that checked out. Now, was it just like you got a cut on your butthole, or
no? I've been very safe.
Was poop mixed in, covering the turd? Was it like had it infiltrated the?
It was
the feces.
It's just like if you just like were walking in an office and you got a finger issue, like you cut your finger and there's a pile of poop there, and a single droplet of your paper cut blood falls onto a stack of poop. So it was mostly poop and a little bit of blood.
Wow. Okay.
But then I pooped a little more and it was a little bit more blood, and then when I wiped the second time, it was all blood.
In that case, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even
don't go to the doctor?
It. No, you're probably fine. You're probably fine.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I had a poop the other day that I wanted to send you a picture of.
Why didn't you?
Well, we
gave out the email address.
Yeah. I started to take a picture. I pulled out my phone because it was one of those poops that I try to stay fit.
Yeah.
I try to stay active, take care of my body.
Your body looks good from sitting down. I mean, I'm probably going to ask you to stand up at some point.
Yeah. So high protein diet, and at the same time a lot of Taco Bell and ice cream.
Yeah.
So the combination of a lot of protein plus like the evacuators, because I'm not lactose intolerant, but I'm prejudiced towards lactose. I think I've gotten over my intolerance. So anywho, ice cream, Taco Bell, protein shakes will lead to some giant,
just massive
douches.
shits.
Yeah, massive. So this one, I swear, it must have been 16 inches long.
Oh my god!
Like it looked like a snake trying to crawl its way out of the toilet. Right. So I'm like, I gotta send this one in.
Yeah.
So I go to take a picture, and my goddamn iPhone is out of space. Because we live in a technological age where we're so far advanced, and there's so much, interconnectivity between everybody, but all I want to do is take a picture of my dump and send it in, and I can't because of resource constraints on storage. Like, that's a problem.
That's bullshit.
But it led me to come up with a solution that I'm thinking about.
What is your solution?
Well, there's so many ways to share media. To share pictures, to share our selfies, Instagram, Snapchat.
Sexting.
What about your poop? What if I just want to take a poop with some pals,
Yeah.
I just want to send you pictures of poop and have you send me pictures of poop, and maybe we can, put top hats on our poops or googly eyes and mustaches, all those types of Snapchat features. So maybe I want my poop to do that.
You're talking about poop filters?
Yeah, poop filters.
I think you got something because on a previous episode we discussed poops with friends, the idea my cousin had, but I think this poop Snapchat is a better direction.
Yeah, and what about a ranking system, What about you open it up and you get to see poops of the weeks?
Poops of the week.
Maybe you didn't share that with one friend, or this poop's gone viral.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, check out that guy's
look
poop.
at this 16-inch poop.
Yeah, maybe I could be poop of the week.
Yeah.
But we're not there yet. Society's not there yet. Unfortunately,
it's close.
It's close. We're on the cusp. And I think we can get there.
The only thing stopping you is you had like photographs of your family. Right.
Yeah, see, that was the problem. I have kids, and
Yeah.
my phone is taken up with pictures of them. So, like, there was not enough room for just one more picture of poop.
Yeah.
And I started, obviously, deleting photos of my children to make room, because I wasn't just going to want one picture. I wanted from a couple different angles. So, yeah, I'm deleting, whatever, their swim class graduation picture. Who needs that? I got a deuce to take a picture of.
Yes.
But then, this was at work. I was in a public bathroom. People start coming in. You start to sort of feel uncomfortable because, like, I know this thing had breached the surface.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even, the stench wasn't even suppressed by the water surrounding it. It is now airborne. And so I decided, I need to flush it. I need to put this thing out of bed. And it didn't flush. It broke it broke in half. And this is a commercial toilet. And it wasn't like
those are strong.
It
Industrial
wasn't
strength.
a thick, condensed one where you're dehydrated. I drink a lot of water. So this one was soft and malleable. But when it started to go down, only half did. Yeah. And then I had to do a second flush. So, it was a work of art, and I wanted to send it to you. But, again, storage resource constraints in 2016.
Well, I'm glad that you deleted pictures of your kids in a glorious attempt to send me your poop pictures.
Well, I'm ready next time. Now I cleared up some space. I got rid of a couple gigs. There's like 100 photos on there.
Yeah, you're gonna want.
I just didn't need.
I mean, because eventually you're not gonna give a shit about those pictures. So
no, I mean most of them are the second kid, and
yeah, it's like it gets old after a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, look at she's doing it's her first steps. I've seen a baby take steps.
Yeah, but no one's seen this giant poop,
right?
So I'm maybe gonna start getting some capital together.
Okay.
Maybe someone who knows how to develop things. Maybe one of the listening audience, although I think they're all here because it's just me, I feel.
You feel that?
I don't know
we haven't started. We haven't started a forum yet.
Who else has been invited to co-host, from your subscriber list?
No one from my subscriber list.
That's because I'm the only one.
I don't know.
Tomahawk is the only one.
I don't know about that. We don't have a way of checking subscribers. We're come and go. We're a come and go podcast.
I've heard a lot about coming on your podcast.
Yes, exactly.
Almost extensively. Coming and farting and pooping blood.
Yeah.
Peeing in public.
Yeah.
You're really interested in bodily fluids. Where does that come from?
Some Freudian place.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't mature past, 12.
Yeah, that's true. That I do know about you.
Yeah.
Pretty much stuck at 12.
Yeah. You do your research. You Google stalk this?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel uncomfortable at all.
No. There's some weird stuff out there about you guys.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you look at our police records?
No, not really. Is there something you want to share about your police records?
We've already discussed.
Have you?
Yeah.
I must have missed that podcast because...
Yeah. It was at least one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do have a listenership in Switzerland we've been giving shout-outs to now. So keep on listening, Switzerland, and if there's a subscribe button on the module that you are listening to our podcast on, feel free to hit that subscribe button. So you can come on the show via Skype or whatever.
Yeah.
Provided that you're interesting.
Yeah.
Because if you're not interesting, we're not interested. You can just listen and don't talk to us. That would be better.
Yeah.
So do you have any special talents besides shitting out 16-inch masterpieces?
I've heard I suck a good dick.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good feedback.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do. I've only sucked my own. But I would say that I do suck.
Wait, you sucked your own dick?
Yeah, just the tip. Just the tip. And I was young, I was more flexible, and that's all I could really get in.
Yeah. How old were you?
Old enough to know it was weird.
So ballpark, 14?
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
Just farted.
Great. I don't think your high tech setup, all the microphones you have here, I don't think that probably picked up.
That's good.
I do smell it. I did hear it, but I don't know if it's going to come across. Especially, I don't know if you guys are going to pick that up in Switzerland.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I really get a whiff of it.
You get a good whiff of that?
I do get a...
Yeah.
Yeah, something is... I'm gonna go back on what I told you before about consulting with a doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's blood inside you now.
Yeah.
But there is kind of that coppery metallic scent to what you just, sent out of your body. Maybe you got some blood in.
Yeah, well, maybe that marshmallow casserole you made me had some pennies in it.
It's possible. It's possible.
I mean,
probably.
I ate it really fast.
Yeah. I mean, there's pennies in most of the things I prepare.
I don't think I digested it very well.
No.
Wait, most dishes you prepare it with pennies inside?
Some things have pennies.
Do you use other coins or objects in other dishes?
No, I mean, what do you do with all of your pennies?
I save them or just throw them away.
I throw them out the window for the most part, or I use them to, get minerals. Copper is a mineral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
digest,
poop it out.
Do you just bite through the penny? Because that's like not possible. How do you do it? How do you actually digest the penny? Like separately from the food.
I didn't come on here for some sort of inquisition.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll back off.
I don't question your lifestyle.
I'll back off. I should have
come down to where you work and slap the dick out of your mouth.
I should have questioned eating your casserole with marshmallows, but it didn't.
Yeah, well, let's move on.
It didn't. I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah.
You are a subscriber.
Yeah, I'm a distinguished guest on this. Award-winning podcast.
Thank you. We did win an award recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. What award?
Good Sportsmanship Award.
Who gave that to you?
The National Bureau of Podcasting.
Oh. Well, that's a prestigious organization.
Because most comedy or alleged comedy podcasts used a lot of racial slurs. We figured that out, and we didn't. So,
nice.
We got an award for not using racial slurs.
All right.
Basically, just for playing by the rules. We're not racist on this show. I mean, eventually one of our guests probably will be, but
probably
it's inevitable.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're out there and you're a racist, don't email me. Because I'll get tricked. I won't know until you're sitting down across from me. And then I repeat, we do not edit anything. Even this, moments of dead air, we don't care. You click it, you hear it, that's everything we say, it's going into your ears.
Yeah. This really isn't well produced.
No, it's not.
No. But pretty good most of the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Part of the time, some of the time.
We're going to do a live podcast from a mall that's closing. I'm really looking forward to that. I think I'm going to have multiple guests on that one.
I think you should.
I think you should come back for that as well. What were you, what did you come on? What else are you promoting here besides your poop filters, which I think are genius?
I was just coming on to shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Shoot the shit. All right.
Literally.
All right.
Maybe that could be part of a Poop Pal's slogan, Gotta have a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Shoot the shit with
Shoot
your
the
pals.
shit with your pals.
Yeah. Shoot it through the internet. Through the inner tubes.
Yeah. Are you going to beat Poops with Friends to market?
I think so. I bet we could.
Yeah.
I mean, I think right now they're both just ideas.
I think we might have an Armageddon Deep Impact scenario going on here with Poop Apps.
Yeah. Deep Impact was filmed around here.
Really?
Yeah, parts of it on 66.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that one better.
Yeah. Armageddon's not very good.
No, my dad's really into Armageddon now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my cousin had sex to the Armageddon soundtrack once.
I've heard that story.
You've heard that story?
I've heard that story.
I must have mentioned it before.
I think I heard it directly from the cousin.
How did you know? You really fucking stalked us.
I do know a thing or two about your life.
I'm glad that Will or my other co-host Johnny are not here because I think they'd be really creeped out. But I'm getting off on this.
Yeah, yeah.
I am.
Yeah. Well, I'll be wearing your skin later.
No more horses. Excellent. We've made a lot of Silence of the Lambs references lately. It's become a thing. Thank you for contributing.
Hey, I'm a listener. I like to set you up for these.
Yeah, like the callbacks, right?
Yeah.
Are you really going to wear my skin?
I might.
In what conditions? Like, is it rain slicker?
Probably sex stuff.
Sex
Let's
stuff?
be honest.
So, wait, what part of my skin?
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe putting your face on top of my face
Yeah, I could see
and
that.
doing things might be appealing.
Like, to a woman or to a man or to yourself?
I don't know. I think what I like to do is just put it out there, you know?
Right.
Film it, put it out there on the internet, you know, on some deep dark subreddit or some deep dark dank corner of the internet,
Yeah.
and just see what happens. You know, maybe just let it fester down there.
Yeah.
You know, that whole Rule 34 of if there's a thing, there's a porn to it. Someone has to do that. And I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
More than happy. And it's not for me. It's not even for any... It just needs to exist. Because if someone somewhere thinks it, I want it to be ready for them. You know?
So if someone else, like, sincerely thought what you were just threatening to skin me and put my face...
Wearing your face on my chest and masturbating to Porky Pig. Someone needs to make that content and put it out there because someone somewhere might need it.
You're not going to finish on my face, are you?
I don't know, maybe yours, maybe Porky's, and then I'll say, that's all, folks.
Well, you know what? I'm fine with getting an undead facial if you make the noise. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Like I said, someone needs to do it, and that's kind of been what I've been into the past few years, of just steadily building content, archiving content. That's kind of how I stumbled across this podcast. It seemed like something that belongs in a deep, dark, dank corner of the interwebs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you fit in down here with the, internet goblins.
Yeah, we don't aspire to be some mainstream... we might take advertisers at some point when we stop getting rejected.
Yeah.
Aleutian Park, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they just keep dangling the carrot in front of us only to pull it away. We got to really close the deal. It's a great park. Aleutian Park, great park. You got to go.
Yeah.
Take your whole family there. Just hope they don't get eaten because that tends to happen.
Yeah.
And there's no refunds. There's no refunds.
No, none.
Yes.
None.
Some of our listeners have learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a death, so it's one less potential subscriber.
Potential subscriber.
Yeah. And the Aleutian Park stiffed us on the referral fee.
Huh. Well, I mean, that in that case might have been good, because it might have gotten you out of potentially being like an accessory to manslaughter.
Well, no, it's like you Double Dare gives out a prize to go to a thing, and the kid dies at space camp. I don't think it's Double Dare's fault.
I think it's solely Mark Summers' fault.
So
That's why he
it'd be
washes
me.
his hands so many times.
He
It's
does.
to wash the sin off.
He washes the sin of sending children to get molested at space camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also done by Mark Summers.
Yeah. While wearing the British Knights.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. We actually know someone who went to the summer camp.
Space camp. Yeah.
Space camp, yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't get molested. Her bunkmate did.
Yeah. To my knowledge.
Yeah.
She did not. I don't
That's
know.
good, because apparently it happens a lot of times at space camps.
The, simulated zero gravity.
Yeah.
I think it really just gets the blood flowing.
It really does. It does. And then the counselors and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in space, no one can hear you scream.
That is true.
Yeah.
Space is a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
And so simulated space, I'd imagine, to be the same.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But yeah, maybe in space camp, no one can hear you scream.
Shit. Well, I was afraid to go to space camp, and we didn't have the money, so
Yeah.
I'm glad, because I probably would have got molested. There's no way you can be a Catholic and go to space camp and go over 2 on molestations.
Yeah, probably not.
So I think I'm very fortunate to have avoided that.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably for the best.
Oh, and Boy Scouts, too. Over 3.
Well, you didn't go to space camp.
No.
Right? So you're just 0 for 2.
Okay.
But if you went to space camp, that probably would have been... You definitely would have gotten molested there.
Yeah.
So that would have been good to get that, to check that box. That's what you wanted to do, right?
No, I wanted to feel that I beat the system, that I got away.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be one of the chosen ones and get molested.
No.
Because it sounded like you would be disappointed if you were 0 for 3.
Did I sound wistful?
You did go like, oh, God, I would have been 0 for 3 if I didn't get molested at space camp. I don't know if that was another Freudian slip with the bodily fluids.
I think it would have been more likely at the church.
Right, but you said it didn't happen.
Although I don't have information about Scout Space Camp. I have no information.
Right. I think we've uncovered something here.
What's that?
I think you wish you got molested.
No.
A little bit.
Like a little bit molested or a little bit wish?
I think both. I think you a little bit wish you got a lot of bit molested.
Jesus, I disagree, Ricky.
Well, to each their own.
I don't want to get molested.
I'm not
Nobody
a doctor.
wants to get
I'm not a scientist.
Who wants to get molested?
I just think that from your tone, you kind of wanted to get molested. Just a little bit. Wanted to, a lot of bit, get molested.
I was excited that we had our first subscriber, and
now we've unlocked something.
Yeah.
I think we're honing into why you do what you do. Why you get on and talk about, poop and masturbation, and it's because you weren't, fucked as a boy.
No, that's not why I talk about those things.
Well,
I did not wish to be, nor was I molested as a child.
Yeah. So for those you can't see, I can see him now, and he's visibly shaken. I'd say to the core, unable to make eye contact with me, and I think we've really hit on something here. And maybe we should take a step back to something lighter.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Let's talk about something lighter. A lot of celebrities have been dying lately.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Prince, David Bowie.
Yeah. China.
Alan Rickman.
Well,
China's a has-been wrestler, steroided up. She's a
national treasure. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, in America.
Global icon. National treasure. The 9th wonder of the world, I believe.
Was that how she billed herself?
That's documented. And you know what? I think it would be in poor taste to talk about China so soon after her death without mentioning her porn career.
Yeah.
I really think that would be in poor taste.
Are you familiar with her porn career?
Yeah, the She-Hulk one. I've seen it.
It's called She-Hulk?
Well, she was She-Hulk.
She took on a character named She-Hulk.
They painted her green and had sex with her.
Who painted her?
I don't know. I don't know if that was a key grip who was on set that day.
You're like, they. You said they as if
they.
You already knew.
Yeah, the greater they. It's always they or them.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm not in the industry, but I imagine it. Is that a key grip? Is that a union job?
I think it's a union job.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because a star of that magnitude that came from.
Yeah.
Well, used to be famous.
Yeah, it's probably a union job.
You probably get a union job.
Yeah, probably.
Out of that. Not some, kid right out of high school.
No, I don't think so.
Looking to make $20 and see some tits.
Yeah.
They want veterans for that.
Yeah, probably.
Ideally, war vets.
I've always wondered about what life would be like as a fluffer.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I think I could have been good.
Well, you already said that you could suck your own dick. So.
Well, yeah, my own, but to do it for a living. I mean, I never said I was that good. You said, "Hey, do you have any talent?" So that's the first one that came to mind. But I wouldn't say that I'm skilled enough to do it for a living. I don't know. That's part of the I think the fear for men is like, oh God, I don't want to be gay
right.
I don't want to suck a dick because what if I'm really good at it?
Yeah. Yeah, but you get a free pass. You get a mulligan.
Well, it's my own, so it's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to suck your dick.
First off, being gay is awesome. It's fine. We're all on board with it.
Yeah. That's cool.
I have gay friends. Do you?
No. Not purposefully. I just like I said, I post pictures of, coming on Porky the Pig on the internet. Some people know that. So the social circles I'm in, I go in and out of the different social groups. All right. I'm not going to say I'm a lone wolf loner. But at the same time, I do own a lot of guns.
Really?
Yeah,
So,
well, you got to.
Because you have children?
No, the dirt people, mostly.
The dirt people?
Yeah, the dirt people. They come out of the holes in the night. You know the dirt. Don't act like you don't know the dirt people.
I really don't know what the
fuck it's cool. It's cool. Let's not talk about the dirt people.
All right, we'll skip the dirt people.
Let's move to something lighthearted.
Okay, what? Because Ricky Tomahawk's idea of lighthearted might be a little different than my idea of lighthearted, or some of our listeners in Bulgaria and Switzerland.
Well, what do you think their idea of lighthearted is?
Just bukkake stuff, stem cells.
Yeah.
Anything to do with stem cell bukkake.
Yeah.
That's a little lighter.
I filmed something like that once.
What did you film?
Well, it's out there. I'll send you the link, and in your viewers, I can send the viewers.
That would be great. That would be great.
I'll get that after we wrap up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
No.
Do you like music?
No.
You don't like music? Why not?
I do listen to stuff. Typically, I have a lot of noisemakers, mostly just kind of that static sound. I find that settling. I'll often take a walk around town. I have a Walkman, one of the original Walkman.
Yeah.
And I got a great cassette in there that's got a couple different mixes of static sounds. And I'll just crank that up and just walk around town.
That's your primary form of exercise?
Sole form of exercise, which is what like I said, I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Stand up for a second. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, you're in good shape.
Yeah,
You look like you got a lot of mass, but not like...
I'm 6'8", 370 pounds.
Yeah. You could break me in two.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to spit roast you.
So you just listen to the static and other
just the static
noises?
Sounds is what I like.
On cassette tapes.
Yeah, cassette. It's really the best way to listen. Is cassette.
You honestly think the cassette sounds better
I don't know why
MP3 or CDs?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Or records?
Yeah, much better.
Why? Why is that?
The sound you get from a cassette is unlike any other. The slight distortions that you can get, and if I feel, I have the over the ear. I got a RCA headset.
Yeah.
Headphone I use. That comfy padding that they got.
Those
when
are
you
comfortable.
crank that up and you can hear a little bit of crackling through that, mixed with the static, and these tapes are well used, and really you don't really pick up the sounds, the static, until you get a well used tape, and you get a little bit of crackle on your headphones, because you just get that. Oh, it's heavenly. I'll tell you what.
Send me a cassette.
Yeah.
Would you make a mixtape for me?
Yeah. I got several.
You got an extra Walkman
full of them. Yeah. Yeah. For whatever reason, I find them on the internet all the time. People are getting rid of them. I don't know why. I find blank cassettes and I find Walkmans in great condition. And people are getting rid of them.
Well, some people aren't that sentimental, and they toss out obsolete technology.
Yeah. Obsolete?
Yes, obsolete.
I don't know. Superior sound quality is never obsolete.
Do feel like you have a sense of power? You can rewind and fast forward, like you're controlling the noise, or are you frustrated that
I never rewind or fast forward.
You just let it play to the end of the tape?
Yeah.
You don't have like a favorite part that you want to hear again?
I like to appreciate the whole album, if you will. The whole tape.
Are these pre-recorded
sounds,
or like how was this like a cassette like of soothing noises or whatever, or were they things that you made?
I made them.
You made them like you had a recorder, and then there's a cassette tape, and you went around and made noises.
I mean, the look on your face makes me think that you find this odd.
No, man. I just want to know the facts. Our listeners want to know the facts.
Yeah, I've created them based on my own sound profiles and what I enjoy. And, it's part original content, some of it, and, taken from other sources. I like to go around with a boom mic and just kind of record the world around me, distort that, put it on cassette, and listen back.
On your walks. What do you think about on these walks?
I mean, a little bit right now, if I was to take a walk, it'd probably be the Porky Pig masturbation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would think about that also.
Yeah.
Minus the part of my face on your chest.
Well, I mean, really, that's the critical part. I think that's the money shot, That's the good part.
Well, I just want you to know I'm not afraid of you, and I don't think you're going to skin my face.
Okay.
Because that would be weird.
Yeah.
And what would Bulgaria do? What would Switzerland do without something as amazing as our broadcast to listen to? What would they do?
I couldn't tell you.
Now, you've been a great guest, and thank you for preparing the casserole, marshmallow casserole dish that you made. I'm sorry I farted in your favorite chair here. It's never going to smell how it used to, and I apologize for that. But I want you to do us a favor, do us a solid, pay us back for letting you on the show by urging others to subscribe or let them know where they can listen to.
Yeah, please subscribe. If you subscribe, you get to come here and do a podcast, maybe with me as well. I subscribe through iTunes. I found it through a deep, dark corner of the internet that I will be posting the video of, masturbating with Porky Pig later this evening. But please subscribe, support the show, and you too can come on. I'll even pay for your flight from Bulgaria.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
They'll love that. And yeah, don't forget, if you're on iTunes, rate the show. Whatever the fuck you want. I don't care what you rate it. It's your life. You have the power. Okay? If you want to contact us directly, it's degeneratenation@gmail.com. So, thank you again, Ricky Tomahawk.
Thank you. It's been an esteemed pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for, not using your weapons on me or skinning me during this broadcast.
Well, not yet.
So hopefully that doesn't happen after if this should be my final broadcast, I want you to know that I want all my listeners to know that I love them and that I saw big things for us, but sometimes the world has better plans. So, good night.